Two climbers remain missing after they failed to return from their summit attempt on New Zealand's highest peak. Police yesterday said they were overdue from Aoraki Mount Cook, one of the country's most dangerous mountains, with poor conditions hampering search and rescue efforts. It comes just 3 weeks after a guide and his client died on Aoraki, and days after two climbers were killed on Sabre Peak in Fiordland. Well, with me now is Mountain Safety Council CEO Mike Daisley. Kia ora, Mike. So, firstly, the two deaths just in the past few days on Sabre Peak in Fiordland, they were on the North Buttress and presumably experienced alpine climbers. What is understood to have happened there?
At this point, it's too early to really speculate exactly what has happened, but typically in those sorts of environments, a very small slip or slide can have significant consequences in this case. It doesn't take much of a slip or a mistake to lead to severe consequences.
And is there any word on the two climbers who are missing at the moment on Aoraki Mount Cook? Have conditions improved for search and rescue efforts to begin there?
No, unfortunately, the weather's sort of continuing to deteriorate. When those climbers embarked on their trip, the weather was actually quite favourable. The conditions were quite favourable, but as New Zealand's weather is notoriously known for, the weather conditions have significantly shifted since then and are really hampering search and rescue efforts.
Is it possible, though, that they are tucked away on the mountain, that they are safe and could come out as the weather improves?
There's always that opportunity, and that's why it is still very much a search and rescue. And huge thanks to the first response teams that are out there in those difficult conditions with that in mind. There's always a chance that the climbers could have bunkered up and could be just waiting out the storm.
So we're talking about experienced mountaineers in these instances, but of course summer does see a lot of us getting out and about in the great outdoors. What do you want Kiwis to think about this summer before they head off into these beautiful environments that we have here in New Zealand?
Yeah, it's a great thing because it's a great environment, and it's not that we're suggesting people should not be going. And these environments are hugely rewarding. But I guess the core thing here is about researching the environments you're going to be going to and ensuring that your skills and experience do match up with those. And you have to take in, if you're visiting New Zealand in particular, or indeed if you're coming to a different part of New Zealand, you're a Kiwi that's going on a summer holiday, you need to understand that the conditions can be quite unique in different parts of New Zealand. So do your research. If you are exploring some of the big alpine environments around New Zealand, even during the summer, we would actually be suggesting taking a guide or at least exploring initially on some low-grade objectives before moving on to some more significant challenges.
Okay. Well, we thank you so much for your time today. Mountain Safety Council CEO Mike Daisley. Tēnā koe.
Thank you.